What's good, yo? It's your boy Coke Gotti. Today is the first day of the early signing period. So this year is the first year they're doing the early signing period. And today was a good motherfucking day to be a dog, yo. It fucking was. Coming into today, Justin Fields, who was the number one player in the country, dropped down to the number two player in the country. Trevor Lawrence is the number one player. But Justin Fields is the number two player in the country, number one dual threat quarterback. We already had him. Zamir White, number one running back in the country. We already had him. James Cook, the number three running back in the country. We already had him. After his little visit to Florida State, some people was tripping, talking about we might be losing him. I ain't lose faith. And today, he signed his paperwork, so it's official. Adam Anderson, number one outside linebacker in the country. We had him already. It's official today. Trey Hill, the number two offensive guard in the country. We just got him like last week or whatever. He signed his paperwork. It's official today. And then early this morning, Jamari Sawyer, five-star number one offensive guard in the country, commits to Georgia and signs his paperwork. Micah Parsons, I wanted him. I ain't gonna lie, he had me fooled. All over his social media, he was, after his Georgia visit, he was talking a lot of Georgia stuff, so he had me fooled. And I wanted him. I've been wanting him for months, so, maybe I was just thirsty. But either way, he went to Penn State. It's whatever. Going out there in the Big Ten, and you see where the Big Ten teams are at, and they ain't no playoffs. But then Cade Mays, five-star, was number two offensive tackle in the country or whatever. He's a five-star offensive lineman, tackle, guard, whatever he is. Chooses Georgia. He decommitted from Tennessee. He's a lifelong Tennessee fan from Tennessee. Daddy played at Tennessee, everything. Dog. Five-star Britton Cox coming down to Georgia and Bama. He's a dog. That's the number two defensive end in the country. A former Ohio State commit. And then boom, big surprise. Nadab Joseph flips today from Bama to Georgia and signs his paperwork today. Flips and makes it official today. Davad Wilson, buddy, the cornerback that decommitted from Florida, committed to Georgia, signed his paperwork. And, just like 10 minutes ago, the number five outside linebacker in the country, four-star Channing Tindall, commits to Georgia. Number one recruiting class at the moment. 6, 7 fucking 5 stars. Depending on what rankings you go on, but regardless, 9 times out of 10, when they update the rankings after the All-Star game, James Cook will be a 5-star on all the rankings, and that'll make it be a 7 5-stars for Georgia, no matter what rankings you're looking at. It's a great day to be a dog. This is the main reason why it's a great day to be a dog. Because I've been talking Mark Richt era, at the end of it, I think all those Georgia fans finally gave up. We quit hyping them up when we looked like we should get hyped up because we had lost faith in Mark Richt. But once Kirby came, I was talking about a dynasty. I told everyone that was close to me, once Kirby came, that by 2020, by the end of the 2020 season, Georgia will have one or more national championships. And right now, we are in place to go ahead and grab one this year. If it happens, which I'm pretty confident, I know it can happen. I know it can't happen. I mean, this is four good ass teams. Well, I believe three teams are elite: Clemson, Bama, and Georgia. I believe Oklahoma's good, yeah, but I don't think they're elite. Even if they do get past us, I don't see them beating Bama or Clemson. But the dynasty's just beginning, yo. When Kirby has a full roster of his recruits, that will be when we are going to be the most dominant. Now, you got to remember his first recruiting class, those weren't all his recruits. Last year was his first full recruiting class. This is his second. So 2 more recruiting classes. No matter if we win a ring this year or win a ring next year or win a ring after that, the year after that, that's when we're about to be making every team in the country our bitch. The Kirby dynasty is just beginning. If there's a top recruit out there, you better grab him up quick and don't let him out of your grip, because Kirby Smart is coming. We have the 2 best recruiters in the country. They just ranked it. Dale McGee and Sam Pittman are ranked number 1 and number 2, and they're both on our staff. Sam Pittman's on the line. Dale McGee's a running back coach, which is why we've always had great running backs. And Sam Pittman, since he's been here, you've seen the recruiting class. That line is just... Next year, offensive line, or then the year after that's offensive line. Look, man. Just know. The Kirby dynasty is beginning. The Bulldogs are relevant all the way. We are an elite contender every single year from here on out. When it comes to recruiting, we will be the number 1 class regularly. Even if we slip up and miss it this year, 2019, we will have the number 1 class. I promise you that much if we don't get it this year. Look, the Kirby dynasty is beginning. The Bulldogs are running shit, yo. Go Dogs.